I'm living proof of a dream come true. 25 years, blood, sweat, and tears.
Let's take it back to the days, the early days.
I start from a garage, turntables, mixer, and a bunch of records. All my dreams was in that garage.
DJ Khaled blown up the whole world.
I worked 24 hours around the clock from passing out my own flyers, throwing my own parties. I could have been a radio DJ, or I could be the biggest DJ.
DJ Khaled, New York, let's go!
My whole career's been off of love. People supporting me, and me supporting them. The more blessings you give, the more blessings you get back. Nothing's impossible.
Hey, yo, Puff, what's up, Khaled? Woo, let's get it.
That's the key. Welcome to the winning team.
Mango Ciroc, why not?
Let's get it.
Everybody want it, don't know how to get it. Everybody talking, don't know how to live it. A lot of people want the credit, but without a limit. So they throw around the word like it's not expensive. But shit, freedom got a price, and whatever it costs, I'ma need it in my life. I paid for it, and I ain't talking, man. I moved to LA for it, trying to get my slide. Show you right. I'm just tired of living like a snail. Got me feeling like my life's for sale. Moving nowhere fast, even though I'm nice as hell. Open the box, check my mail, and I'm like, for real, nothing but bills. Got me dumb poor, feeling done for. Really thinking I should run for it. Be like run for it. 4th and 5, homie, some score, others punt, boy. I ain't trying to give up now. I got a lot up on my mind, man. I gotta get some freedom. From the stress and the pain, I need my freedom. From the government and all its gains, gon' have to take yeah, hands up if you want your freedom. Yeah. It never ends, always thinking that we better than. Most of the time, that's irrelevant. I had somebody tell me, homie, you American. So implying you ain't free is just embarrassing. You right, cause we ain't got no issues. What they mean, gun violence, we ain't got no pistols. Ain't nobody losing lives, homes, dreams, or they mental. I don't see nobody crying, what we need with all the tissue. Come on now, need y'all to understand. Goddamn, man, I love my land, but it's far from perfect, that I can tell you. Plus it's deeper than some chains, I need freedom from failure. Heartbreak and affliction, I just want my independence. So don't take how I'm living and base it on your religion. You can keep the politicking, cause I'm on my own mission. Got some issues can't be solved by Trump or Clinton. Let me talk to him.
I said, let me ask you that.
They are
Build
often
that wall. Build that
wall.
wall. Build that wall. We're going to build the wall. We have no choice.
Our leaders are fools.
Freedom.
Nothing getting done.
Freedom, 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 freedom. I say I want that, I'ma need that. Yeah, I'ma need that. I say I want that, no, I'ma need that. Yeah, I'ma need that. Look at I want that, yes, I'ma need that. Say I'ma need that. Look at I want that, no, I'ma need that. Yeah, I'ma need that. Say I want that, no, I'ma need that. I'ma need that. Said I want that, no, I'ma need that. I'ma need that. Freedom.
Endurance, it stands for staying down. It stands for like not quitting. Accepting the ups and downs of whatever game you commit yourself to and riding it out, you feel me? I was riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle.
This collab is important to the team, man. Nip negotiated this in his Puma deal.
What's up, man?
There had to be a Puma Marathon clothing collab, and that was big.
It's the parking lot that, you know what I'm saying, I first started selling my shit on my trunk. I'm the type that's gonna go get it. We had the shop and all that. We right here out the trunk, doing what we do, getting our little money, you know what I'm saying, scraping up our little ends.
Every design, every detail, to the zipper, the logo placement, the fit of the clothes, it was spearheaded by Nip.
The launch pad though, right here. I look at it like, you know, we honor the people that ain't quit. We honor the people that stayed down. You know, just the way that it progressed, it's important that the people understand what that process was.
Flights back and forth to Boston, sketches, going over samples. Nip brought his own personal stylist, tried everything on, make sure the cuts were right. Dove 100% in to make sure that the quality and the style was authentic and was something, number one, Nip would wear, and Nip felt proud of designing with the team. And I'm just honored that it's able to come out on a national level. When we were younger, we used to look at brands like Fubu, Sean John, Rocawear, and I hope one day we could have something to inspire other children, other kids, and I'm proud that it's here.
I look at it like, you know, we honor. Stay committed when they close doors open. The people that ain't quit, we honor the people that stay down.
Let my tent to B12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot.
Yeah, so the actual brand, the name of the brand obviously is the Marathon. And it just stands for endurance, it stands for staying down. It stands for like not quitting, accepting the ups and downs of whatever game you commit yourself to and riding it out.
Back rows for
You know what we went through, you know? We got the old footage, man. The shit didn't change, man. You know what I'm saying? We growing, still going, man. It's a marathon, man. You know?
They say I was selling dreams. Back to the brick wall, I'm in hella trees. Visualizing hella cheese, you can smell a weed.
Marathon, man. Run a lap, nigga.
Me fuel to the fire, took it higher than they ever seen. Frequent flight, seat like eyes bloodshot, I don't never sleep. My niggas act on instinct, we don't never think. When confronted with a problem, we don't never flee. We connected at the bottom like the letter V. So accustomed to the pop and we don't even blink when them shots go off. Get the Glock show off. Yellow tape a nigga equal up to hate.
You never seen him hang like
major,
this.
Nigga, just a demonstration, nigga. Within the matrix, nigga, I drew illustrations with him. Words that is, for sure that is. Look, that nigga got his off the curb, that is. So how the fuck is niggas so concerned with his? I be baffled by the fact when niggas burn their bridge and try to double back like, what the fuck is that like? Nigga, what this rap like? Way too bad.
Just fine. And we ain't finna wait no more, so don't waste my time. Remember when we had no way, but we'll be okay for now. We'll be okay for now, and here on out.
Now you up, huh? Make it hard to trust, huh? Got you fucked up, saying it was luck, huh? Pulling up, huh? Limo tent the trucks, huh? Open trust, huh? Then you fill them up, huh? Every time a nigga drop, it's real as fuck, huh? Every time you hit the road, you fill them up, huh? Whole city know that you became the one, huh? They seen it from the jump, huh? The pressure weigh a ton, huh? Especially where you come from. Every night, heavy price, but it's just the cloth you cut from. It's alright, it's just life if you want one. Learn to hold yourself down with a big gun. All these niggas playing tough, you gon' chip one. For these dollars a decade, you a rich one. Fuck it though, cause when you flat broke, you ain't nothing, bro.
When I think about mogul in the kind of the business or culture or impact sense, one, I think about the virtues and attributes of people that we look at as moguls. He had them all. Charisma. He probably more charisma than the average Fortune 100 CEO, right? A natural leader, a risk taker. I don't know if there are many other people who can communicate as well as him. In addition to being all that, he had, a couple other dimensions that people don't have. He led with empathy, right? Everyone he talked to felt a real connection to him. And they felt like when he talked to them, he was seeing them, that they were the most important person at that moment. That's some shit that most successful people, most moguls, leaders don't figure out. He had that. Every relationship he had, everyone genuinely loved him and connected with him in a real way. So you put all that shit together, and then, he was just so intellectually inquisitive, and he was an active learner, always trying to get better. And what did he do with that? I think he built the most enduring brand, not just in hip hop, but in music. I really think it's the most perfect brand that's ever been created. Like the marathon is a concept. It's abstract enough that anybody can take it and project their life onto it, or it onto their lives. Everybody's running their own marathon.
So one of our investments has become strategic. Summer 18, man, such a season. About to make my partners look like fucking genius. We was in the Regal, it was me and Steven. We done took a dream and turned it to a scene.
All right, people, we up in the building. Commotion, thank you for spreading the word. Hey, Rocks, welcome. First time in here, Rocks. Glad to have everybody in here. Everybody should have gotten the lay low text message. If you did not get it, let me know. Q, did you get the lay low text message, Q? Let me know, did you get that, bro? Let me know if you got the lay low text message and everything like that. If you can just type in the shit. Yeah, just tap in and let me know if you just tap in and let me know if you receive the actual the messages from Laylo, if you got them and everything like that. If you haven't, make sure you should have gotten. Everybody should have gotten a text message today. You can click on that link right there and type in your phone number to RSVP so you don't miss nothing. Duff, what's good, fam? All right, people. This is a very okay. Thank you. I got your text, Alexis. Thank you. This is a very special class to me. How much are your ideas worth? And the reason why this class is so important today is because I want everybody to understand and really see how important their actual dreams, their actual ideas are worth. Ideas are currency in this world, and the thing about these actual ideas that you have that swirl around your brain, they literally change the world. They literally change the world on every level. So I want everybody to understand that. Before we jump into that, I want to play two videos of two dope artists that came down to the House of Hits. I want to play two of their interviews, and then we'll close out on my session about how much are your ideas worth. I want to play the videos. This is the first video we're going to play is from Right Way Jay. I had the pleasure of interviewing him down inside the House of Hits. And then the next video we're going to play is going to be by Shay Soprano. Check out the interview I did with my brother from South Carolina, Right Way Jay, man. I'm proud of this king, man. He means a lot to me. Everybody does, but, I love his story. I love what he stands for. Here we go, Right Way Jay.
Some people, when you meet them, you feel like this energy of like, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to work out. I'm safe. I'm protected. Some people just give off that type of vibe, that type of vibration. They are natural born protectors. They are natural born healers. That's what they are. They walk this earth and they have the ability to lead, transform, and diffuse, and to manage any kind of situation, no matter if it's volatile, no matter if it's chaotic. They can come in and be a calming voice and provide calming guidance in that moment. Major recording artist Right Way J has always had that type of aura, swag, whatever you want to call it, it factor. He has always had that quality since birth. He leads with reality. He leads with common sense. He leads with the actuality of what he can do. He defines humble greatness. South Carolina stand-up. This interview inside the House of Hits. Shout out to Vinny, Serge, Dorian. It's gonna really touch you in a very humble and authentic way. I'm honored. We're honored to be in partnership with this king. House of Hits, Radio Pushers, Hype Fresh Mag. Let's get it.
People, we are live in the House of Hits studios, coming to you from Miami, the beautiful Miami, Florida, on this We Built Different conference weekend. This building, the House of Hits, when I walked into it originally 6 months ago, the first thing I felt was I felt a high level of brilliance. My skin kind of like got hot because very few things excite me like that. But when you see something that is so magnanimous, so outrageous in value, it changes the texture in your eyes. See, the eyes are designed to see through your retina lens. But what you actually see are two different things. A lot of people can't even see their own face. A lot of people can't see their mistakes. The real ones do. When you walk in here, you see that somebody had an extreme amount of ability, drive, hustle, and fortitude to put something together that the world can embrace. You don't get that feeling. People call it an experience. I love the Chick-fil-A experience. I love this experience. I love the Whole Foods. I know a guy named Dorian, he loves Whole Foods. So we always in Whole Foods together, right? It's the experience, you know, the elevator, this to that, the people, environment, the way it smells. Smells healthy, right?
Definitely.
House of Hits, you have to understand why you're here when you walk through these doors. This is not a big wheel. This is a Ducati motorcycle. You got to ride this thing the right way. I'm honored today to be speaking with major recording artist, serial entrepreneur, my brother, Right Way J, representing South Carolina to the fullest, always in the building, the House of Hits. When I think about Mary J. Blige, Migos, Jack Harlow, DJ Khaled, The Game, Kanye West right here, and have you here, man, it's an honor. You are one of the most lyrical people I've come across in a long time, independent-wise. I hear it in the music. Honored to have you here today, man. People, Right Way J, inside the House of Hits, Hype Fresh, Beyond the Hype. Welcome, brother.
Hey, man. Thank you, man. It's great to be here, man. Great to finally meet you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful, man.
Definitely. You know, we met on 24 Hip Hop, the website.
Yes, sir.
And we did an article about you and said, hey, look, we want to talk, this and that, and blah, blah. And we've been rocking ever since. Mm-hmm. And the thing I love about you, Right Way J, and people, let me spell his name out, WRIGHTWAYJAY. The thing I love about you was that your music has a message. And here is that message. You're very aspirational with your lyrics. The song Lost Souls always touched me.
Thank you.
Because my brother still struggles with addiction.
Yes.
You know, even though we tried different things, spent $1,000 trying to get him off, he's still a victim of his own demons.
Right.
I want to talk about Lost Souls.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to the world why you created that.
Well, I created that record because basically that was about a friend of mine who was actually down bad on drugs. Okay. And it actually talked about how what he was doing affected me, him, and his family. And being that whenever I try to talk to him, he don't listen. So when I put it in a record, I can say it without any type of interruptions. So seeing all of that just basically inspired all that.
When you saw the deterioration of him on drugs,
mm-hmm.
when you actually started to pen those rhymes, what was going through your mind? Explain the emotion.
Well, it was just like a lot of hurt and a lot of pain because seeing somebody that has so much potential, seeing somebody that could really go the distance, and for him to say, I don't want to do that, I just want to get high all day, it hurt me because I don't think like that. I always try to like grow and be as progressive as possible, and I try to instill that in as many people as possible. And it hurts me when I see people not trying to do their best and not trying to go their highest when I know that they can. But if they don't see it, then who am I to even say whether they can or they can't if they can't see it?
Let me tap into it this way. And I appreciate that answer. That was very, very, very fluid. Let me ask you this question. Your lyrics are very visual. They're very prophetic. It's like prophecy. Childhood, church, spirituality, life lessons. Explain that part of your life.
Well, childhood, I grew up with my mom and my dad, and like my mom, she worked a regular job, and my dad, he had a barbershop, and he owned it for like over 20 years. So with me seeing him like own his barbershop, that led me to believe like I can do the same thing as far as owning a business, because I can see him take Tuesday off just because it's Tuesday and nobody can fire him.
Yeah.
I wanted that same thing.
Yeah.
So doing that led me into like trucking, which made me buy my own truck so I can actually take off Tuesday just because.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you can.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I just having that power, that's what I was thriving for more than anything, because I saw my father exercise power with ownership because nobody told him what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And again, my mom, she was always loving, always caring. She was always like the nurturing side, and I love her so much for that. But when it came to that structure of like building and growing, that's when my dad came in at.
You made me think about something. What's the greatest lesson you learned from your pop that you still use?
The greatest lesson that I learned from my pops is, I would say, never give up, never quit. Like no matter how hard it gets, and it does get hard.
Persistency.
Exactly. Never ever let anything or anybody deter you from what you're trying to accomplish.
You got your own truck and you got your own truck and trailer.
Mm-hmm.
You put a lot of time in it. You invest in it.
Yep.
You self-finance everything. You got your business plan. You know where
yeah.
you're going. You got your different structures. You're moving a lot. You're going deeper into the ocean. You know, I don't know if you ever swam in the ocean, Atlantic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When you first get there, it's simple. I'm in the water.
Mm-hmm.
But the deeper you go, the stronger you have to be to survive. That's the thing about the water.
Mm-hmm.
So deep. Explain to the audience inside the House of Hits, Hype Fresh magazine, 99.7 The Heat. It's kind of break down, why do you feel that you're the black Michael Phelps in rap? Like you can really go that deep. You're that strong that you can make it through these type of uncharted water, because this is not normal water. This is not normal depth in this hip hop game.
Well, I would say for me, being that I've seen so much before, it really prepared me for where I'm at right now, and knowing that I can look at myself, and no matter what the situation is, if I sit down and think about it, I can always figure a way out. It may take me longer than others to figure it out, but I can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing ever like breaks me away from like that spirit of like, hey, you're gonna get through this because you still have to make it to the promised land.
What did you learn about yourself this year that you didn't recognize before?
What I didn't learn, I would say that one, I didn't understand about having a business plan. I didn't understand how important and how vital that was, because I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off for so long. So now that I actually have a structure in place where I can actually put the pieces of the puzzle together and actually complete the picture, that's what I know I absolutely needed more than anything.
Yeah, that's important. Nothing like, people pay millions of dollars every year for direction. They have therapists, they have counselors, consultants, and I see a difference in your focus. You can focus more. You know, it's like when you get married and then you say, you know, you like, okay, I got a wife, I got to come home, I can't just run the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to move a little differently. I like that about you. Last question I have for you.
Yes, sir.
Legacy is important.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to create something that people will remember forever. Have you ever thought about how big of a responsibility that is? I mean, seriously, you're trying to create something.
Oh, yeah.
Like this House of Hits. Like, Vinny could leave it to I don't think Vinny has kids, but if he have a son one day or a daughter, he could leave it to them. People still gonna come here,
Right.
no matter what. As long as he keep it looking like this and expand it more, whatever he gonna do. But people will still come here.
Exactly.
We here now, he's not here.
Right.
So obviously it works.
Absolutely.
So you think about that responsibility?
Yeah, I think about it all the time. Like, that's why I like this, like with me creating like my multimedia group, that's important to me. With me creating like my trucking company, that's important to me because these are things that I can pass down to my children when I'm like, when it's time for me to like fall back and let them take the steering wheel. I want it to be set up where like, I don't want them working for nobody else. I want them working for me because I know how I will treat them and I know how them other people will treat them. I don't want that.
Definitely know about the other.
You know what I mean?
Right Way J. Your name is spelled WRIGHTWAYJAY, all together, one word, across all streaming platforms, correct?
Well, Instagram is one Right Way J.
I'm talking about on all streaming, music streaming.
Oh, streaming, yes.
Yes, Right Way J. Right. And then on social media,
it's one WRIGHTWAYJAY for Instagram.
Exactly, people. I want to thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you for being in the House of Hits. You ready to walk in there and shut it down?
Hey, man, why not, man? Let's go.
You doing Lost Souls?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's get it, man.
All right, man.
Let's get it. One.
Some people are born with a certain it factor, certain mojo, an extra gear. They have an electricity about them that you really can't explain. When you see it, it shines bright. They always have a light following them. They move the room. They change the tempo. They shift the energy. Those people go on to change the world. They impact the world in a way that cannot be described. Shea Soprano has that type of ability. She has that type of capacity. The beautiful thing about it, she knows it, she understands it, and she is currently evolving into the person and the brand that she wants to be. It's a huge responsibility. But her grandmother trained her and taught her how to survive, how to adapt, and most importantly, how to honor her gift. Inside the House of Hits today, you're going to learn about her story, her grind, her journey, her passion, her love for music, and most importantly, why her grandmother will always be the angel on her shoulder. House of Hits, Miami, Radio Pushers, Vinny, Serge, Dorian, let's get it.
People, we are live inside the House of Hits studios right now in Miami. And when I tell you, like, I woke up today feeling very blessed. I'm alive, I'm healthy. I feel like I'm walking in my purpose. And, you know, when we started this whole Radio Pushers thing in 2015, it was a name that belonged to somebody else. They owed us some bread. They didn't want to pay us. We took the name, we flipped it and turned it into a business that has generated over $800,000 in 4.5 years. I'm proud of that. A lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of late nights, a lot of grinding. But I also think about why we do it. People like Shea Soprano, major recording artist, serial entrepreneur, her vibe, her energy, the fact that she wants to learn the business, the fact that she wants to be better, the fact that she wants to do it the right way. Our job was to be her bodyguard, to make sure she had the right resource, the right knowledge, the things she needed to be able to grow her dream the right way organically. And all of those things are very, as the core reason, the education. Because without money, without knowledge makes you powerless. So if you don't have the knowledge, everything you build will be destroyed. Everything you have will be taken away. Because somebody could come in and tell you differently and hoodwink you. And destroy and scam you out of everything if you don't have knowledge. So our whole goal was knowledge. Shea Soprano is a international emerging star in music. The way I saw an image of her clutching a Gucci purse, and I told her, I said, well, all your images need to reflect that from now on. Right. Because that said a statement about where you're going. It's not that you're attractive, you look good. You're either born with it or you're not. The key is showing people your gift. I'm honored, super honored to be speaking to Shea Soprano today on the House of Hits, Hype Fresh. 99.7 The Heat Radio Pushers in the building. Shay Soprano, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the House of Hits.
Wagwan, I'm happy to be here.
Well, you know how to give that Diddy intro. How you feel?
I'm good.
You walk in this building, multi-million-dollar studio.
Right.
Mary J. Blige right there.
Right.
Jack Harlow, Kanye, Busta Rhymes, Migos.
Shay Soprano.
Right there. How do you feel to be in this Madison Square Garden, 10th one in the world, Vinny Del Leon, Surge? How you feel to be in this building?
I feel great, actually. Just knowing that when you want something and you go after it earnestly, yeah, it feel good. Feel real good.
When you woke up this morning, how did you feel?
I felt powerful, you know. I had some breakfast, had some orange juice.
Okay.
Got me energized, got my vitamin C in, you know.
No doubt.
Say my little prayers, you know. Got to thank God for everything. You know, this is the best gift you could get in the morning. It's opening your eyes.
Right.
In the morning. You feel me?
Let me ask you this.
My eyelash falling off.
Let me ask you this, right? You you exude confidence. You always seem like you're ready for the moment. Always seem like you go, I'm ready to go. You with it, I'm with it. Where does that come from within you? Have you always been that way, or did you have to breed that? Like, were you shy? Or since the womb, you've been kicking and pulling and running through life, like.
Yeah, I get it from my grandma. You know, she's always made sure that I was confident.
Shout out to your grandma.
Right. My baby, my favorite girl. But yeah, she's always made sure me and my sister, we confident. Like when we step out the house, like head held high, everything that we do, make sure that we come up number one. She said, make sure you come up number one, girl. So I say, yes, grandma, you not worry yourself, you know? So, yeah.
The voices of your grandmother, how much do they play? How much do they run through your mind?
Every day. As soon as Cause she grew me.
She raised you.
From the time my mom had me, she was the first person to hold me.
Wow.
So she's grown me since I was a baby, and every time I walk out that door, she always says, make sure you don't get in trouble. Make sure you keep the Lord in your head. And make sure you get ears. Don't come home with nothing less. You don't come home with bees and stuff. It's all right. But she made sure that Shay Soprano, Shauna McRae, is all right.
I want to go to a dark but inspirational moment. She passed.
Right.
That was hard.
Yeah, in August.
That was traumatic, right? Flying over there, you called me. You said, hey, look, I got to move some things around, but my grandmother passed, and you still came in the rooms. I was impressed. Yeah. You know, on our live channel, Spotify Live, Marathon Live podcast everywhere.
All right, big up yourself.
Yeah. But what was your mindset on the plane when you were looking out that window, when you were thinking about your grandma, knowing you were going to her funeral? But what was going through your mind? How did you feel about her? Explain just everything, you know, just your emotions, that trip, that flight.
Well, she had two funerals. She had one here in the U.S. and she had one in Jamaica. The one in the U.S. I really I couldn't believe it, because even though she did pass in front of me, but like really going there and really seeing that she's really like gone. The one in America, I really like cried and everything, but when I flew down to Jamaica, it was more so of closure, being able to know that, you know, she lived till 89. She had a good life. She's instilled a lot of things in me. So she made sure when she passed that I had a stable job. My mom had a house. My mom made sure that me and my sister went to college, made sure everything was in place. So when she died, it was more so of, thank you. We're gonna make sure your legacy live on. Everything I do from now on is because of you. So it's more of, Jamaica was more of like a closure. Jamaica was more of like, all right, grandma, I got mommy. Mommy's all right. You know, Shantae, she's a teacher. That's my older sister. You know, Shantae, she all right. I'm good. Like you could rest peacefully. Like, be good. It was not a lot of people get 2 funerals. So the fact that she got 2,
like a celebrity,
yeah, the fact that she got 2, it gave me more of a closure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or actually, it opened up a new lane because you actually, get to see how much people appreciate her to that level, to be documented like that in 2 different places, 2 different countries,
right?
Which is amazing, which says a lot about her love and how people feel about that. I want to go into you and your music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that.
Right.
Music is personal. Music is part of your gift, right? You're educated. You're beautiful. You work hard. You don't have any kids.
Right.
You're hyper focused. You could be an RN. You could be a doctor. You could be a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
But you run around this music game. You feel like you have something. Where does that belief come from?
Well, growing up, I've always wanted to sing. I actually started writing when I was 8. My grandma couldn't afford singing lessons, so she take me to the choir. All grandmas take you to the choir, and that's how I got the name Shay Soprano, because they put me in a soprano part. So I got the name Shay Soprano. It stuck with me. And then my best friend Tyreek, he passed away, so I stopped doing music. What actually got me back into doing music, I went to LaGuardia, where I got my associates in a theater there. And while there, we did a musical called The Wiz. And I was the stage manager. I made sure the lighting cues were good, sound cues, props, everything, reading the script, making sure everything just runs the way it's supposed to run. And I really enjoyed seeing them acting and seeing them singing and breaking out into, it was really a fun experience. So which is why I decided to attend York College, where I attend right now, to study music and business administration. And I've never looked back ever since I released Bad Gyal, then I released Temptation. It took off from Temptation. I did a promo tour, television and radio tour in Jamaica in July. So it was just, now I'm here at the House of Hits. So it's just,
You're building a story.
It's just so surreal. So just believe in yourself, have patience.
So I'm your journalist.
Period.
Radio Pushers is the digital branding agency that's working with you in all phases.
Right.
Digital management, social media growth, everything. We love working with you. Here's the reason why. It's because of your passion. But here's one thing I want you to do in 2023, because this year is over.
Yeah, man. Go on with the plan.
Listen, this is we spoke about the plan.
Mm-hmm.
We got a documentary.
Mm-hmm. In July, June.
Got a documentary. We're gonna shoot documentary here. Hour in this room, hour in there with Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. This is all about the evolution of Shay Soprano. 2-hour special on Amazon Prime, Apple TV. The emergence of an international superstar. But here's what I want you to do differently.
Right.
Organization, discipline,
priorities.
That's all it's about.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you for being in the House of Hits. I want you to walk in that room and shut it down with you, the Hispanic Dr. Dre, and do what you do. And with Worldwide DJ West Will, I'm telling you.
Right.
Let's get it, people. House of Hits, Shay Soprano. Let's get it.
Yo, man, how special were those 2 interviews with Right Way J and Shay Soprano? Were those interviews not inspirational and aspirational at the same time, man? Jimmy Thais, what's good? Lyrical Shakespeare, what's good? Reminisce Detroit, what's good? All of these things you heard from both of these artists, Right Way J and what you heard from Shay Soprano. They have ideas, they have a vision, they have a dream. Duff, what's good? But what happens 5 years from now or 10 years from now when we sit back? What's going to happen in 2028, 5 years from now when we sit back and be like, man, how Shay Soprano doing? How Right Way J doing? Is the Lost Souls nonprofit still going strong? Shay Soprano still honoring her grandmother. She got the tour. She got the cosmetic line. She doing whatever. All of these things that we're talking about, right? The whole thing is to make sure everything that they said comes true. Everything that they relay in those messages is actually real, because it's priceless of the things that they can do in this world. The music they're creating, the visuals they want to create, the products that they want to bring to the world, it's all within their mind. People, make no mistake about it. When it comes to your dreams and to your aspirations, all those things are priceless. The thing that makes them into a reality is the work that Lil Duffler does in the middle. That's the whole key. That's the entire focus. Right Way J story is special. Shay Soprano story is special. You heard a lot. When her grandmother died, things she was left at her home, she was able to go to college and all this and that. But there's an angel on her shoulder always, which is her grandmother. That is part of her passion fuel to go to the next level. You see artists like Lotto kicking off her shoes on the BET Awards and accepting Best Female of the Year. People forget she was on Jermaine Dupri's Rap Game 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago on that show on A&E. And now she is the best female hip-hop artist in the country, according to BET. But think about the ideas that were in her mind. Mom, I'm going to do this. Mom, I'm going to do that. I know I can do this. I know I can do that. Telling her sister. And then her sister was on stage with her last night. Kanye West, I'm bigger than Walt Disney. My shoe Yeezy could be bigger than the Jordan. And he dang near did it. But his ideas, the things within your mind, that's the most powerful weapon Lil Duffler has on his two shoulders, the brain. The brain weighs, 15, 20 pounds. But that is the most powerful thing on his whole body. What is in his mind? What can he do with it? What will he create? How will all that stuff transcend? He is the person that has the ability to take all that information out and give it to the world. That's why the things he think about are powerful. That's why he has to stay out of trouble. He can't catch felonies. He can't go to jail. He can't drink and drive. He has to be organized. He got to use that Motion app. He got to wake up every day knowing that I have to optimize every second that I'm on this planet. Because again, the things that he can bring to this world can shift the whole culture. It can change everything that he does. He can change his life, his family life, legacy, money, generational wealth, all of that. No one can put a price tag on what's in your mind. No one can do that. That's why when I hear music or I see different things, I'm like, yeah. Nobody saw Lotto coming 4 years ago. Hey, you're going to be Artist of the Year one day. Nobody saw that coming like that. She created it. She grinded. She went through the fire. She's still going through the fire. But she's living her dreams. The same thing with Coco Jones, Burna Boy. All these people you see doing what they're doing. There's a reason they're paying a high price for these things. But I want everybody to understand this, that when it comes to the dreams that are within your mind, things you're dreaming about, things you're thinking about, things you can think can happen, you can make it happen. Surround yourself with the best people. Don't cut corners. Be disciplined at all times. Be focused on the right things to do even when you don't want to do them. You still got to focus on it. You still got to do it. You know why? Because if you don't do it, it'll never come true. It'll never come true. It'll never be what you think it'll be. That's why it's so important for everybody in this room to understand that how powerful and how priceless your ideas are. Right Way J wants to start a nonprofit we're starting called Lost Souls, where he's going to be create music for addictions rehab centers. Music particularly for them. vinyl, everything. We're going to partner with electronic companies to get them specialized devices. We're going to partner with companies that create like iPods and like digital devices where they can hear the music. We're going to partner with headphone companies like Raycon to let them know what we're doing with our nonprofit. All that came from an idea from helping his friend who was battling addiction. But then Lost Souls Project goes from a name to an actual living, breathing entity. Because there's so much we can do with Lost Souls. As long as Right Way J keep his head on swivel and keep grinding left and right and don't stop and keep that passion in front of him, we're good. People, everybody in this room has a uniqueness, has a certain fabric and a certain style on what they think and how they do business. Just understand how invaluable that is. Understand how powerful that is. If you do, you will understand the value. You will understand what you mean to this earth, what you mean to this world. That's the great thing about it. You will understand that, and then you will put yourself in a position where now everything that you want, everything that you're doing now is going to take shape, and it's going to come full circle with everything that you do. And that's real. Don't think any different from that. There are people, there are things inside your brain that needs to come to the forefront. There are things inside Jameer Taiz's mind that the world needs to know. Concepts, ideas, strategies, everything that she needs to be a part of. The things you dream about, the things you're thinking about, the things that you want to come alive, start with your business plan. You heard what Right Way J said. I never knew the value of having a business plan before because I was running around with a chicken with my head cut off. Now I have structure. Now I have order. Now he knows where he's investing. He has accountants now. He has an office space now. He has his LLC set up, his multimedia groups. He's writing everything off on taxes, getting tax credits. He's maneuvering. He understands his projection. Now he knows the path he's on. You can think one thing, but you got to know if you're going to become anything, if you're going to accomplish anything. You can't accomplish things based on hope. Hope is a part of it. It's under peace. Faith is a piece, but you got to know what you're doing, baby. Because if you don't know what you're doing, hope and faith don't mean nothing. That's why everybody's not built for this business. Everybody isn't ready to go to that level. Everybody's not. You got to understand the nature of everything that's going. I can't say I'm a leader, but then I don't know how to lead Roland. I don't know how to lead Duffler. I'm a leader. I lead. A good leader is a good follower. Roland be like, yo, John, I think we could do this. Duffler could be like, yo, Jay, I think we could do that. Where do you think this concierge Instagram fan base growth platform came from? We kept listening to artists tell us what they need help with, man. Jay, I just don't have enough time. I'm trying to find more time, man. Boom, we create a platform for it. We go hire staff so we can interact with 300 of Duffler's fans. That's more important than him trying to pay $200 a month to get on playlists that he can't even trust. What's more important? Talking to the people that follow you and talking to them, or trying to buy playlisting? That's the easy answer. But these ideas turn into currency because they make sense. You're an artist, or are you an entertainer, or are you a business person, or are you a philanthropist? You're all of that. You're a role model. But you got to understand how much your music means to people, how much it can impact people, how much it can change people's lives, your presence, your aura, your energy. You got to understand that all that comes from your ideas and the things you do. That's why you got to make sure that everything around you represents your values, your concepts, and your ideas. That's the beauty of this. Radio Pushers only exists Because everything we do revolves around this banner you see right here, the people. Because Duffler is not going to buy anything that he doesn't need. Frank not going to buy nothing he doesn't need. What do you need? How can we help you? What can we do to make sure we bring more eyeballs to you? What can we do, Roland, to make sure your films, your documentaries, your message gets out to the people? What kind of call to action message can we create? What kind of banners can we create? What kind of visuals can we help you create to make sure people connect with your message? Let's have a think tank session where we sit around, myself, Kemotion, you, and we talk about things we can do to help you. Bounce ideas off people. Everybody thinks you're crazy until it happens. For the longest, artists been selling music for $1.29, 99 cents, 69 cents. Gazi got with the guys that own Nebula and said, I like your concept. We're going to invest money into it. No more. We are going to sit up here and we're going to make sure that artists know that their work is art. People buy art all the time. And art appreciates with value. That's why you hear Jay-Z talking about it. Nebula is art. When you invest $42.50 into Devin Mill, you know what you're doing? Every time that song plays, you're getting credit for it. You're getting paid. You're an owner now. We turn purchasers into investors, which means they have an ownership stake into him. Every time somebody spends $42.50 on him, they own 0.25%. And they get paid. This was an idea that's now live in the Web3 space. Just like NFTs and everything else, it's different. But the difference here is that everybody knows Devin Mill's a star. But now you can have a piece of that. Because just like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, J. Cole, all of them were Devin Mill. Nobody would give Drake $10,000 when he was trying. That's why he loved Lil Wayne so much. Because Lil Wayne saw it when Jay Prince Jr. brought it to him. Hey man, this dude is dope. Lil Wayne saw it. That's why he's forever grateful. He said this kid ideas and what he can do is special. Devin Mill is special. Starting tomorrow, you can invest into Devin Mill right there on Nebula. You'll be able to see get access to his business plan on that website. Will be live tomorrow. RadioPushers.tv/Nebula. That will be live tomorrow, people. Tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. we will have the visual music discovery mix featuring Salma Slim, Devin Mill, Reminisce. We're gonna be playing some of his joint. He got a video he doing. I'll get that today from him. Tomorrow night we are live on here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Be rocking heavy. Tomorrow night. Be up in here. See some of Dev's dope videos. See Reminisce dope videos. He's coming to Nebula. People, this is not a game. This is real. But everything I'm telling you, these ideas, these concepts, these thoughts that you have, you can bring them to life with the right work ethic, the right values, the right principles, and the right team. Because you can't build a house with the wrong tools. You got to have certain tools to build a house. And when you have those tools, you can do anything. You can do anything. Let me say that again. You can do anything when you have the right tools. So make no mistake about it, people. This whole game of what you're talking about, this whole thing of what we're doing has a whole different vibe to it. All the ideas you want, all the things that you're talking about now is now a game changer of what we're doing. And think about it. Any ideas you have, schedule a session with us. We want to know about it. I just put the link to the Marathon Life podcast on YouTube now. Now all of our sessions in here will be there. But everything that you want to do and want to get accomplished, we want to talk about it. and we don't make the final decisions. You do. We just want to make sure that we're expressing our insight. You express your ideas, and we take it to the next level, people. You only get one shot to do this. Understand that. You only get one shot to do this. You don't get a second life to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. It doesn't work that way. Trust and believe. As the great Kobe Bryant would say, we never have as much time as we think. So there's no need to play games with it. There's no need to play games with it, people. We got to take this thing the way we know how to do it. Put all your ideas on the table. Put all your vibes on the table. Put all your feelings on the table. And go through the motions of making sure that you're setting yourself up for success. Nothing else. Schedule that conference call with us, and let's have a real discussion about everything that you need done. Get our insights. We're an established company. We are an established brand. We created concepts and things that make money, that work. We will help you for free, give you insight for free. Did everybody enjoy the class today? Drop your comments in the room, people. I want to make sure everybody enjoyed the class today. Drop your comments in the room. I appreciate y'all. People, listen, tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we are here on Twitch for the Visual Music Discovery Mix. You don't want to miss it. Like I told you, we got a lot of dope Devin Mills stuff coming. We got a lot of stuff coming in general. So we live and we lit. So we got Devin Mills videos, Reminisce videos. We're gonna be playing a lot of stuff. Y'all know how to mix ours on Tuesday night. It runs for like an hour and a half. So y'all tap in. Tomorrow, the radiopushes.tv/Nebula plays. It's gonna be live. Y'all can go in there and get access to Devin Mills' business plan. You punch in your information. We will text you the code to get in to see it. And you can invest right there on Nebula's website, their secure Web3 platform. And when you invest in somebody, you can pay with any kind of debit card you want or credit card. And remember, you get ownership in Devin Mills record. So that is live tomorrow, our first project. We're very excited about that. All right, so support. And remember, every artist, we invest into each other. So Frank has a contract with us where he invests into everybody project as well. That's the cool thing about this platform, group economics, as Timotion would say. We're all investing into each other. Again, you will be able to see his business plan, read over it, and invest if you financially have the means and get ownership into Devin Mills project. Tomorrow night, you're going to see why everybody's excited about this young king. All right. I appreciate y'all rolling. Thank you so much, man. Thank everybody for tapping in with us. See y'all back in the morning, 6 a.m. We right here. Y'all tap in with us at 6. Get on up. 6 a.m. in the morning. Let's get it.